But first up, we caught up with local rock legends Headshot, who have recently called it a day. They were down at the Rosemount for a tribute night in their honour, and although they didn't play, they were there to launch their final EP called 451.
I'd have to say, at this early stage tonight, it's just great. It's great seeing all these bands here performing our songs, and yeah, it just shows that they actually really liked what we did, and that's quite a fun sort of validation to experience.
I guess we all grew up on the kind of late 80s, early 90s music, which was all about the whole kind of grunge thing, and alternative music came through, and it was all about kind of discarding the music business and getting back to what music really is, which is, you know, artistic expression and doing something that's real and honest. We just wanted to make the kind of music that we wanted to hear, rather than the kind of music that other people, you know, the mainstream wanted to hear. I think that was the motivation for the band.
We still haven't won a thing.
We basically just wrote music for ourselves and played it for ourselves, and it just happened to be that we ended up on the stage playing it to people, really. I mean, it was all about what we wanted to hear and what we wanted to write.
I guess you're only limited by how much you want it, how much you want to play. And it's not how much you want to be famous, it's just how good you want yourselves to be.
Yeah.
And I think that was, we never limited ourselves to that. We were always kind of just pushing ourselves to make these little incremental, you know, bounds along the way, and that was what was probably really good about Headshot, I hope.
How difficult is the struggle as an original band here in WA at the minute to actually, you know, survive?
I guess it's said a million times by a million different people that, you know, so long as you're doing what's true to yourself, you know, then that's all that counts, and that is certainly true. Having said that, it is a lot of hard work.
It's tough playing original music that's, you know, from the heart anywhere in the world, but I guess particularly in Perth, being so far from everywhere, there's logistical things that just make it really difficult, particularly touring, which is an obvious thing. But I think it also, it's like an incubator in a way, in that you're away from everything and you're not as concerned about trends and, you know, whatever's the latest, coolest thing. You're just kind of concentrating on the music, and it's like this little cocoon where for 3 years you gestate and then you take it out on the road. And I think a lot of original stuff, like, particularly comes out of Perth at the moment in the Australian music scene. It seems to be really healthy.
If you're not with us, you're a part of the access.
The WA music scene's on its way up, and you guys have disbanded. What's that all about, guys?
Well, I think we just wanted to go out at the top of our game, I think, really. But no, seriously, I think we did what we set out to achieve, and just for personal reasons, we felt like we had no more to give, really, like on an emotional and personal level. So, really, if you're just doing it for the business, then you're not doing it for the right reasons. So. I particularly like the fact that for our last single, we've released a 7-minute song. I think that pretty much sums Headshot up. It won't get played on the radio, but it's never been what we're about, so it's kind of a nice way to sum up what we were about.